Hey guys, Mike Tang here with Tang Trades, back in a live trading video, trading recap. One trade today, QQQ. Go over the ideas behind my trade and kind of what I was thinking. So pre-market, Friday sold off, pre-market completely sold off as well. So from here, sold off all the way down to this level, right at market open. It recovered a little bit to the moving average. However, ended up selling off all the way back. I didn't see any setups. I didn't take any trades there. So the first potential setup would have been this one right here. I personally didn't want to take this trade because this was not really consolidating at this level here, and it kind of wicked a little here. Ideally, I would have liked it to consolidate here or a little bit below the line, and then on the break I take the trade. Didn't happen, right? So it broke up, it got rejected, came back up, came back to the low here, and then at the low, I didn't see any particular setup, so I didn't take the trade. It went down, consolidate here. I was looking for the continuation of the downside. Did not happen, got rejected. Came up to the VWAP here, got rejected. And on the rejection here, I pretty much got in on this candle here because I said, okay, if it right here, if I get in this trade, the stop would be essentially above here, and I'd be targeting almost down here, but really I'm targeting kind of just slightly to the low here. So I got in around this trade here, it immediately dropped off. I was thinking about getting out here, but I said I think it can still keep going just because I saw the amount of volume coming in here. It ended up pushing a little bit lower. I ended up getting out on the next candle somewhere around here, and that was a single trade. Another setup that you guys probably could have took if you're going by a similar strategy, I just didn't want to trade it at this point because I felt like I was getting greedy, would be this one. But this is not necessarily the most perfect one just because the flag is kind of messy. But that's kind of to be anticipated given that right now this is a heavy support level. But if you want to make a play off the moving average, that probably would have been safer, right? So you could have took this trade and say the stop is above here in case you're going like this, the support became resistance type of deal, and go for the sell. Obviously, it panned out in this circumstance, but we could have very well went back up before coming back down. I didn't take this trade, and now QQQ is kind of recovering a bit. And similarly, on SPY, Similarly on SPY, chart was extremely similar. I would argue to say that SPY's chart actually looked even better than QQQ, but this is just QQQ is the one that I kind of just went with. Same thing, right? Recovered a little bit, dumped off. This would have been pretty nice if it actually consolidated here. It did not happen. This could have been a good setup right here. Not ideal, but it would have been a setup. Bounce back below here. Came back up to the moving average. We got a rejection. So maybe you go for the trade there just because it's essentially what I'm looking at is this right here. But another one could have been here where you get constantly getting rejected at the moving average and then you go for the downside. But this one to me is a little bit of a sloppier setup just because it's not super clean. This would have been, if you had to go with the strategy, it's not really a break and go with the flag. It's more of, hey, it's trending down under below the moving average, so just take the trade, go along with it, but it's kind of not super quick, right? It's just nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. But yeah, so that's really just a recap today. I'm kind of hesitant to trade a ton in this particular market just because there's a lot of selling off and a lot of doom and gloom, as well as a lot of volatility. So just keep it day by day. Try not to get too greedy. If it pops, if it goes or whatever, then that's what I just take the trade from there. But outside of that, I'm trying to keep my position the same as it's been, just one contract. Even the contracts now are super expensive, right? Generally, they're 300, 3 or 4, 3.0 or 4.0, and now they're 6 and 7. So it's still pretty costly, because that's just to indicate all the volatility that's been going on with the uh, QQQs as well as the SPY market. Forgot to show the single trade profits today. One trade, $54. But anyways, guys, if you like this kind of video, consider leaving a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos just like this one. All right, thanks for watching and take care.